Hey, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Brandy from brandystamps.com. Thanks so much for stopping by today. We're going to have a fun creative video today. It's part of the Great American Stampin Show, which is a Stampin' Up competition. We're all using Stampin' Up products. We're copying a layout from the Stampin' Up catalog. Here it is, page 22. We're gonna go right over here. Layout number 10. Each of my 3 competitors and I have all done our very best work on this layout, and your job is to vote and decide which one you like best. This is my video. Each of theirs is linked right in my description. And at the end of the weekend, we always crown a winner, which reminds me, that's right, I was the winner last time. Thank you so much, you guys. Amazing projects from all the competitors, and so I was really happy and grateful that you liked mine the best and voted me the winner. So that was a lot of fun from last week, but we're on a whole new week now and it's time to get started. Before we do, I have 2 important things to tell you. We have a live Great American Stampin' Show party coming up. It's going to be so fun. It's going to be on October 2nd. It'll be 6 p.m. Mountain Time, about an hour long. We're going to play games, do prizes. Each of us are going to demonstrate live. And to get an invitation for this special party, all you have to do is place an order with your favorite gas girl. My link is right here in my description. You just go to my website, place a $35 order. There's a host code to use, and that's how you get your invitation. And I want to see you there. The other thing is we have a 12 weeks of Christmas tutorials coming up starting very soon, and each of the 12 weeks leading into December, we will have a different Christmas tutorial project coming to you in your inbox. To get on my email list, make sure that you click the link that's right in my description, and you'll start seeing those coming every Tuesday morning each week during the weeks leading up to the holidays. So fun. All right, let's get started stamping, guys. All right, here's a closer look at our layout, friends. We are on layout number 10, episode number 10. And this one just has a real simple background, and then you've got kind of your main focal point image, a little bit higher than center. Looks like some fun things happening from behind, maybe a strip or a banner, maybe some ribbon coming out of there. We are going to see what we can do with this layout. So to start out, I pulled out a stamp set I hadn't used yet. This is the Humble Home set from the Stampin' Up catalog. It's in the Christmas mini catalog. It has a coordinating punch that punches out the house, a window, little heart here. So this is going to be really fun to use together with the stamps. So let's just jump into that. I'm starting with my Cajun Craze ink pad for the little brick image. I'll just get this inked up and stamped. And I'm using Night of Navy for my roof. I'm getting a new roof right now, actually, you guys, and I did not check to see if they have navy shingles. Maybe I better hurry and make a call after this because I love my little navy house, or rather the house with the navy roof. Okay, so here we bring in our punch. Always hold a Stampin' Up punch upside down so that you can see exactly what you're about to punch. Get it all lined up the way you want it. I'm just making sure I have a nice edge around my house at the bottom. It's gonna punch out a couple extra pieces because this is a builder punch, so we'll just toss those. And now I'm only lining up the roof edges because that's all I've got here. Punch it out again. So here I've got a house with no roof and a roof with no house. We're about to bring those two together. I'm just grabbing my paper snips. I'm going to come and finish cutting this roof out. This is going to be incredibly simple. Just kind of following the same white edge it already had and going around here. The paper snips are specifically designed to be able to give you really sharp, nice trimming for paper. So if you have a hard time cutting things out, make sure you buy the paper snips. All of the products I'm using are linked below in my description. So if you need to pick any of them up from my website, you can. Now I'm going to grab my roof and put a few mini glue dots on it. Okay, we're just sticking that right down. I actually made my mini glue dots too deep. So I put 1, 2 here, 1, 2 here, 2 in each spot, so that it pops up just a little more than it might have normally. Now let's grab my white scrap again, and I'm going to pull in one of the greetings from the set. It says, welcome. And I'm going to just stamp that right here on the edge of this scrap of white. Oh, that didn't look very nice. Let's make sure and get it really inked up. We'll tap it several times. Just going to trim this out using my paper snips. Kind of a little slanty here, like that. And again, like that. Okay, now let's bring our punch back in. One of the things that'll punch is this cute little heart. It's up there in the corner. So I'll just slide enough of my Poppy Parade cardstock in that I can get one little heart. Got that one too close to the edge. This is like a comedy of errors practically. Okay, so we'll slip it just right in there. There we go. And I'm going to punch a couple of extras too. Okay, so I've got a few little hearts here. Let's grab this one and put a mini glue dot on it. These are probably my favorite adhesive. I use them for just everything. And then in order to place something this tiny, I usually put it onto my paper piercer like this and then kind of position it. So I know I want it over the slant here, just out by the word welcome. Place it on the house so it kind of comes off the side like that. I'm going to put a tiny little Stampin' Dimensional, couple of them on the end here so that this can prop up later when I'm attaching it. Okay, so here's our layout again. If we're going to have our main focal point here, I could cut like a square of cardstock, but I was thinking of just switching it to a circle. So I've got my 2 3/8 inch circle punch. Just punch a nice big circle, which kind of gives a good spot to hang out for a little house. Okay, so let's put a couple more Stampin' Dimensionals on the back here. Okay, now I'm looking at just the house, not the word welcome. I'm trying to center that onto my little base piece. So that was from Basic Beige. I can't remember if I said that, but that's a new kind of Stampin' Up! Basic color, and it pairs up really nice with white on this project. Let's think about our card base. We can see on the layout it's just a very simple base. So I've got a sheet of Misty Moonlight here. It's been cut in half, so it's 4 1/4 by 11. I scored it right at the top, so we'll just give it a nice crease. And I've got a piece of our Country Lace Designer Series paper. I chose this because I hadn't used this pack at all yet. It's my goal to play with everything that's in my stamp room. So I cut this just barely smaller than my card base. I wanted it to almost cover the card base. And I'm just going to do something a little different and bump it down all the way to the bottom right corner. So it's flush on the right side and on the bottom. And I have just a little bit of Misty Moonlight peeking out at the top and the side. Okay, so here's a card base that my little house can live on. Now you can see on our layout, we've got a few other bits and bobs kind of coming from the back, maybe a bow, maybe a strip. So I'm grabbing another piece of Misty Moonlight and we're going to let this be the strip that it will sit on. What I want to do is lay this strip all the way across the back of my card and then just fold it up and around. And this strip is 7 1/2 inches long, but all of my measurements are always listed in my description. So if you want to copy what I've done here, you can go and look there. So I want it to be about here because we're going kind of above center, something like this. I'm going to make sure we have a really nice crease on the edge here. And let's come over and glue it on the back. So I'm just going to roll some Seal Plus right where I know that strip is sitting. And that kind of holds it in place on the front too, but it's just going to be attached there. So we know it's going to sit right about in the middle here. So I'll put a fingernail there so I know where to start my Seal Plus. I just know I don't want it all the way to the edge. And that can hold our cute little house in place. Now what else? I knew I wanted to add a ribbon. There's a little bit of ribbon here. And so I've gone to this Night of Navy and Gold glittery ribbon. This was the only kind of dark blue ribbon I could find to sort of go with my color combo. And what I've done is cut off about a 10 or 11 inch piece, and I've bisected it up the center with my ribbon scissors. This is practically like a signature move of mine these days. I've been cutting so many ribbons in half vertically, but it really kind of extends what your ribbon can do because it gives you this extra, you know, you can have a skinny ribbon or a fatter ribbon. So I'm just going to tie this little half ribbon on the little stump that's left over here. And I'm just going to fuss with this until I like how it looks. And then we can go ahead and trim these little ends. Something else I wanted to do, because this has little golden flecks in the ribbon, I decided to pull in just a little bit of our gold foil paper. So what I'm going to do is trim it in a similar slant on both ends, just kind of like the end of the welcome was. I'm going to trim this in half, and I'm going to kind of tuck one half here and one half over here, just to kind of give it the illusion that it goes all the way across underneath there. And I don't know why I didn't just put it all the way across. I guess because the piece I had was really small. So I'm cutting this short. I'm putting a mini glue dot on the very end of it. And then I'm tucking it right under here. I want it to be just right about in the middle of the strip. And same thing over here. Let's shorten this. I have one more fun idea to add to this project. So I'm punching out another 2 3/8 circle, and I'm going to use another one of the stamps from the set. It says from our house to yours, and I'm going to stamp it right in the middle of the circle. But first, I'm going to glue it onto this card right underneath this circle so that when you lift the circle, there's another circle hiding underneath here, okay? Okay, so I've got some Seal Plus on the back of this circle. Now I'm just going to hold it just right here stacked with the other one. The adhesive side is down, and I'm bringing this flap down right where it closes naturally, and that's how I placed it exactly beneath this one. Okay, now let's open that up and let's add from our house to yours. And we have a couple more of these little hearts that we had punched. So let's get these guys. See how I just lay them right onto the glue dot? That allows the adhesive to stay super sticky. It never touched anything but the paper. Now I'll come under here and pick it up with my little piercer. We'll just place one up here, kind of from us, and then down here to you. This will be so perfect for like someone new in the neighborhood. I can bring over a little treat or like a little candle or something like that, and give them a little card, and they will know right away that they live by a card making girl. Now I'm going to do one more secret little thing to help this card stay shut. That I don't know why. This like bothered me that it flapped a little bit. But isn't the card cute how it goes boop, boop? We could do the inside too, but I didn't today. And I'm going to add another mini glue dot. You guessed it. I don't have a lot of secrets you haven't heard yet. But let's get that mini glue dot right on the tip here. And I'm going to put it underneath this ribbon, which will do two things for us. It'll hold that ribbon in place in case that ever acts like it wants to go anywhere. But because this is a little bit sheer, it also offers a little bit of adhesive. So now that stays shut, but not much. I mean, the recipient can see that it obviously opens this way. The card won't open without flapping this open first. So there we go. That is my installment Here is the layout I was copying. It kind of turned into a little bit of a fun fold the way it opens. I've never tried anything like this before, but I've received a card kind of like that. And I hope you enjoyed the little peekaboo message that's underneath here. I tried the card 2 ways. This one I did with a basic beige background, but I think that I prefer the Misty Moonlight. What do you guys think? Give me a vote. Tell me in the comments which one is better, what you like about this card. All right, friends, we came, we stamped. Hopefully you voted. I hope you loved this project. I thought it was a lot of fun, a little bit different for me. I enjoyed the layout quite a bit, and I hope that you will give me the thumbs up, and I will see you back here next time. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss anything. Bye.